Welcome back, everybody.
Hi, everybody. I totally remember doing mute before we actually started doing it. I just realized what you said. Are we ready to record? And I just looked down, like I was muted to my chat. It's like, oh. Anyways, pork butts.
Yeah, pork butts. Arkas doesn't know. They don't have barbecue that's real in his country, I don't think.
Well, to be fair, the idea that they call the shoulder
okay.
of a pork a butt doesn't really make a lot of sense in the first place.
I don't know why pork shoulders are called pork butts, but they are.
Because porks have butts. I mean, so if you call it a pork butt, you would think it's a butt. So I can understand the confusion.
I guess you just don't. I mean, I'm sure it gets used somehow.
Yeah, but okay. Well, we don't speak English in my country. You know that, right? So like so pork butt, or like what?
Do you know? So okay, when you go out to like town, no one speaks English.
Well, I mean, we learned English in school, but like when we buy products, they're not in English.
No, I know, but like if you're going to the gas, well, you don't go to the gas station, you don't have a car, but you go to the supermarket or whatever. Do y'all exclusively not? Does no one speak English? Are y'all not ever speaking to each other in English?
Why would we?
You know, I mean, it makes sense. It just something I never really considered because you're such a fluent English speaker, and that's probably your primary language, isn't it?
Well, for me it is, which does make me sound like a little small-brained in Dutch sometimes, sure, but
do you sometimes get stuck on your Dutch words?
I do, and it has happened. Like, because I speak so much English, and then like it can be weeks before I speak Dutch again sometimes, like a lot. And especially like if I have to like explain like American politics and like in Dutch, like I don't have that same jargon, I guess. For politics sometimes, so I just sound like an idiot. But like just learn the words.
That's fantastic.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I've never really thought of that. That's really good.
Yeah, no, we'd probably call it the schouder or shoulder for the pork butt.
I see.
Which is the proper name that the butchers use. My grandfather was a butcher.
Was he?
Yeah. He had a butcher shop. He had
a
butcher
friend
shop.
that's a butcher, or was a butcher. His name's Dan.
Yeah, but did he have a butcher shop while the country was occupied by the Germans?
Who? I was afraid of vintage beef.
Oh. Beef is also my friend. Okay, you have to share him.
Joint custody friend.
Yep. Joint friendship. Ever open an application that is in dark mode, but then certain modules appear in light mode for no reason?
I don't use dark mode in anything.
Is that why you use glasses? I feel like that damages. It just damages your eyes, probably.
I mean, in my day, we didn't have dark mode.
Huh? In my day, we didn't have a polio vaccine. Why would I need that? Can I? Oh, here we go. Fix it. No, I didn't fix it. No, the menu opens up in dark mode. And I thought I fixed it, but this is so stupid. Anyway, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
What is?
I think one thing good that maybe this is just some life advice, okay, from me to you. You shouldn't whenever I do something, you shouldn't like whatever I do, it does not count for my whole country, okay? It's not a I could just be like an
he does have a point on that one. I can definitely understand that.
Yeah. Like whenever I do something, like you say like Arkas doesn't do this. Oh, in this country people are just crazy or something. You know, like I feel like sometimes you can't like listen, okay? I'm a special case. My special little basket on the shelf.
I don't assume that you represent all of Norway.
Sometimes you do though.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what you said earlier. Like, they don't eat pork in my country or something. I don't know. But that could be something. It wouldn't surprise me. Which is, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I'm happy about your pork. Is it like a big piece?
Yeah, shoulder's big old hunk.
Does it have a skin on it?
Skin?
Yeah, do you,
Like the pork, like the crackling. No.
For the record, for the chats and for the YouTubes, Guude may be interrupted by a pork butt that he's got cooking for 12 hours right now.
I mean, it's slowly approaching where it needs to be, but when we started recording, it had been at 175 for probably 30 minutes, and it keeps teetering. I'm watching it on my phone. It's between 176 and 175. It keeps going back and forth. I can't decide yet. The last bit of whenever you do pulled pork, it gets real slow going because it stalls because the amount of moisture that's leaving the hunk of meat kind of equalizes, and the evaporation rate prevents the meat from gaining temperature at a rapid rate, so it can stall a bit. So you never really know how the end's going to come out, like how long it's going to take. Same with like if you're making like a brisket or something like that. That's why you actually wrap a brisket in butcher paper to help push past that stall.
Last night, some moisture came out of my meat. You want to talk about it? I'm sorry.
Well, you were waiting the whole time to say that, weren't you?
He literally left the podcast because he doesn't want to talk about his meat, and then he brings it here. You didn't get enough out yesterday because you didn't come to the podcast anymore. Now you got to do it here.
That was a funny joke. I just listen. Like the jokes I tell, like are always for like a target audience, and I thought you would appreciate it. So.
Yeah, no, but now I'm just mad, honestly.
Are you? How mad are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
It's like 2, but still.
Okay. Well,
slightly peeved.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I was gonna bring copper in. I remember what I was doing last time. I was like, what was I doing?
What the frick is going on?
What?
What's going on, Backrat?
I think I died.
Oh, well, there you have it, Steve.
There you have
paper
it.
out.
Steve?
Oh, frick. I'm out there again. Can I borrow someone's jetpack?
Oh, community jetpack again.
Yeah. Don't you have your own backup?
No. Are there backups?
Oh. Well, if you didn't make them, then we don't have them.
Honestly, if I can make a backup, I'll just make a backup.
I'm sure we can make a backup. I'm sure we have everything that goes into jetpacks.
Yeah, we're not poor or anything.
I think I've stuck the 176 now. It's there. It's gonna hold it this time.
You talking about your meat?
Yeah, I'm talking about my meat.
That's 176 millimeters, you say?
No, Fahrenheit.
Sorry.
Millimeters.
I mean, they're funny jokes. What? Oh, I'm sorry. 176 quarters of an inch because you guys can't do proper numbers. Sorry. It goes weird, you know. Like it just doesn't really work the same. What was I doing? I think I was doing. Maybe heavy modular frames. I guess we need those, right?
Yeah, that was a thing that we didn't have.
Well, we definitely have the light ones.
Oh yeah,
okay,
I got that unlocked.
We definitely have screws. We definitely have steel plates. I could go on forever, Packrat. We definitely have copper wire.
That line that was creating them was not full before. It's now full, which means the box is full.
Yeah.
Because I just ran along the line, and I've been using that one to get up there, and it was not full the last time I was here, which is last week, and which means it's only filled up within like the past half hour. So yes, we have a lot of those types.
Yeah, but that's not
signifying that we have a lot.
Yeah, but modular frames are not the same as heavy modular frames.
No, but they can go into them.
Uh-huh.
This is exciting.
And we didn't.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Why? You just gotta nitpick what I'm saying. It's okay. It's fine.
No,
it's such content.
Yeah, well, Well, I mean, you're right. You know what? I am displaying some bad behavior today. Okay, I'm making raunchy jokes I shouldn't, and I am already engaging in a minor bit of cyberbullying. I'll rethink my actions, guys. I'm gonna eat a raspberry. Do we have place for stuff?
Yes.
Oh, did you guys know they're gonna update the map for the next update?
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
They're gonna rework areas that aren't near us. But some of the northern forest and the Dune Desert, which is very far up north. They're gonna rework some of that area.
Well, for the last update, they added a couple of things too, so it's not surprising.
Well, they didn't. They haven't done the map update.
Those water fountains, I think, are brand new.
Yeah, but that's like adding a feature to. That's not like major land changes, you know. But
so,
you're
going to add more.
Yes.
I thought you meant to like just changing them a little bit, which would be what.
Well, they're so some of it is just like they're changing out some trees for other trees. Some of it they're actually changing some of the land, which is a bit more impactful. So.
Arkas, you know those little boxes by the launching tube thing that we would store gas in? I put 5 green power slugs and 1 yellow power slug in there.
Oh, neato. Want me to make them into little batteries?
You can. I was just giving them to you since you brought some over to the oil area anyways.
Yeah, sure. Awesome. I have still have 13 on me, I guess.
Wow.
I think we overclocked. I think just 2 of your thingies, right?
Motors are in that box way down at the end that's on the ground, right?
Yes, in one of them.
I think we only overclocked one of them. If you overclock more than one, I haven't done anything with the oil coming out of there to justify it.
Gotcha. I think I've got another one as well, but it's only a medium one, so it's up to like 300, I think.
Okay.
Whereas the pure one goes to 600. I'm gonna buy a KitchenAid. Good. It's happening.
What KitchenAid?
A food processor.
Oh, okay.
Not like the big, the more famous like wee one.
The stand mixer. Well, KitchenAid makes a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I do.
So that's why I didn't know.
Like
I was
like spatulas. I mean,
they have on the website they have the really big one. It's like 3.1 liters, which is like I think half a gallon. I think isn't a gallon like 6 liters? I feel like it is.
I'm not sure.
Maybe chat will know, but I think if that's the case, then it's like half a gallon capacity, which is massive. It's such a massive machine, but like it's on the website, it's like 25% off, which is that's nice. That's a great discount.
Did you get it?
2-ish? 2 gallon? Wait, how much is a gallon? Oh, it's about a gallon then.
Okay. That's not that big.
For a food processor?
Oh, I was again thinking you were talking about
Not one of those big
stand
like,
mixer.
No. This is like
For a food processor, that is pretty big. You're right.
where do we
massive.
have fuel right now for the jetpack?
There is. Well, it depends. Good. Do you wanna?
You know where the launcher is?
Could you just
Go
answer
to
that
the
question? Thank you. All right, I know what you're talking about then.
Oh,
As soon as I heard him go, I knew he was going to come up with a joke that would take me about 20 minutes.
It's not a joke. It's I feel like because me and you could technically share our stash, and we'd have to make fewer trips back and forth to the faraway place. I mean, this is not a new thing, Pepper. Like, remember the time we played Terraformacraft, and me and Guude had a secret like mushroom hideout where we did Minecraft drugs, and we hit the door and you never found it.
No.
He doesn't know because it was hidden.
It was so we did such a good job. Although I feel like for Packrat, it's pretty easy to hide. Anyway. But,
yeah, we could have just talked about it openly and he wouldn't have heard, honestly.
Yeah, God. Like, if you bring Pecker to a car park, he's gonna ask, like, wait, is this a forest? Okay, it's not that bad. We're exaggerating, Pecker.
I know.
For the record, for the people watching on the YouTube, 1 gallon is about 3.7 liters.
Oh, you know, I didn't know that. It's one of those things you just forget, though. When you say it, I remember.
So this KitchenAid is going to be 3.1 liters.
You have such a small kitchen. Where's it going to go?
Well, listen.
Good answer. You didn't think about that, did you?
We'll make it work.
You just blew his mind.
Make it work.
Well, let's make it work. I'm getting some shelves.
It's gonna hang it from the ceiling.
It's big thing. Comes with a whole box too, full of things.
Ooh, a whole box.
Oh yeah.
I went to Best Buy yesterday. It's like electronics store. I don't know if you know what Best Buy is.
I know what Best Buy is.
Okay. I went there yesterday, and I so rarely go these days that every time I go, it's such a different experience. Because like when I used to go 15 years ago or something, it was like mostly games, movies, and computers, basically. But now like half the store is an appliance store where you can buy, refrigerators and
yeah.
But I was looking at their refrigerators because we need a new refrigerator. We've been looking at like Lowe's and Home Depot at them, and we kind of at this point are like, all right, it's going to cost about $3,000. Well,
for a fridge?
Yeah.
My God, I bought one for like $100.
If they're looking to get a new one, they're looking to upgrade from their old one, which means it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I want to get one that's a bit bigger and stuff. Well, the reason why I bring it up is because the ones at Best Buy are like $10,000.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy how expensive some of the fridges they have there are. I was looking at their stovetops and stuff, and there's one that's really nice, and I was like, man, this thing looks really cool. How much is this? $21,000.
Yeah. That's all, yeah. Just...
$21,000 for a stovetop?
Yep.
Is that gas?
Yeah, it's a gas top. It's got like almost like 12 burners. It's pretty big.
Burners. Jesus Christ.
But still not worth $21,000. I can't imagine spending that and then just being like, yeah, this is just my stove, my $21,000 stove. It's like that's the price of a car.
I don't know what's how this works in your country, but like every new home that's built in my country, well, not every, that's probably not true, but most homes are now built without any gas connection at all.
Okay.
So like investing in a gas appliance, at least, I guess, I don't know how long. I guess they try to like demotivate people or disincentivize people to like get gas now, but
really,
yeah, because we want to go all electric.
Huh.
Which for cooking, I mean, I've not cooked a lot with induction, but like fire.
I prefer the gas stovetops.
I feel like most people would. Like I feel like induction sort of feels like a compromise. But well, Well,
so here, it's houses aren't built typically with gas connections. There are places that have like actual natural gas lines that it's just something you can tap into, like a utility, like you would tap into the power lines. But like in my house, I don't have a line that runs out into the world. I have a tank, and a company comes and fills up my propane tank twice a year.
Oh.
Yeah, I have like 1,000-gallon propane tank, and like twice a year they come and fill it all the way up. Which kind of sucks because then they put a bill on the front door and they're like, pay this immediately. We just gave you 900 gallons of propane.
Jesus.
And I swear they wait until propane's at like its highest. And they're like, all right, boys, time to fill them all up.
Well, I mean, I would.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the smart thing to do, I guess, from a business.
Yeah.
Well, that would be smart as long as they bought it at the low price, but when they're selling it at the high price, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think that they'd be using. I don't think they'd be storing that much on site, but I don't know. I'm not exactly broke. I'm not Hank Hill. I don't know.
You're not a propane expert.
And
I'm not either.
Propane and propane accessories, yeah. Propane.
Yeah, I don't know how much they keep like at the store, honestly.
Yeah, everything comes organically out of the ground here. Like internet cables, power cables, gas, just sewage comes out of the ground. We just tap into it. It just grows. Get some water.
We don't bury our lines in a lot of the United States. So there's like the power poles, which I'm sure you've seen.
Yeah. That's a big difference between.
It's stupid because like we get like hurricane season and stuff, and then like
knocks them all down.
They fall down.
Even if
and
like
you
no
get
hurricane, it's not like the poles last forever. They got to replace those things all the freaking time.
You get those crazy videos of like lightning arcs all the time. I see this every day on Reddit.
Yeah, you
That
think
stuff
we would
I've never seen before in my life, like in real life, where like, cause like we have transformers, I think, but they just do like little boxes sometimes, but never like on top of a pole.
yeah.
But isn't the reason sort of because you guys are a lot more spread out?
Yeah, I guess it's easier to place. But
is it really though? I mean, I think it's not so much.
I think if you're going, so like not where you live,
like adjust it. Like you don't have to dig it back up again to change it. But it's probably, if it wasn't for the fact that you got to change stuff all the time with all the cables and the networks and the crap they're doing now, I mean, it'd probably be easier to just bury it one time.
I think
versus put it
maybe like where you and I live, yes. But like whenever you get out to like Kansas and Oklahoma and Utah and Wyoming and all those places, whenever you're going,
yeah, all right. So when you're going
500 miles in between,
yeah, it's probably easier to place a pole and then connect the two. Than it is to just dig up, yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense. Still, I mean,
like
they do it. They don't just do it in like the long area. They do it in the neighborhood areas too. They should just they should switch. It would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But unless they're doing it unless they're not doing that because it's easier to change them out later on. But
yeah, it's also it must be like it might be costly to do because I remember like when I got like fiber, I think, installed here, they had to dig up the entire pavement in front of my building. But I don't pay for any of that. That's all. Like that's not like I just had to pay like $30 for like the connection, like the little box.
Yeah.
Like the whole excavation stuff was all like on the bill of the provider.
Right.
Yeah. But also like it's not like it's 100% all like hanging cables because like when you go to like the cities, I assume it's all underground, right? It's all buried anyway.
A lot of cities are, but then there's still some of the older cities where it just that didn't happen, and we're still working with old infrastructure. I mean, maybe this huge infrastructure bill that just passed will tackle some of that.
Yeah. Go Uncle Joe.
Yep.
We'll see how much they get done with that next time. I have no transition.
Yeah. Infrastructure bill episode. It's gonna be sick.
They might get it all done.
Infrastructure week's coming.
Yep, they're getting it all done by the next time that we start.
I think there's a 25-page summary. We could read it.
It's a lot. We should just do that. That should be the next few episodes. Just read it line by line. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Sounds-
Thanks for
yeah.
watching.
Be ready for that type of stuff and more the next time on Satisfactory.